Miss Janet, I'm giving you additional duty besides being an excellent student. Hope you don't mind. Occasionally, you just hit the control button so that this thing doesn't go into sleep mode. When it starts to freeze up and you can't see Miss Marie anymore, just hit this button or something. And that'll stop it from going to sleep. It doesn't have the mouse wiggle program that Chris put on all the other computers.
Those blue mouses with the roll ball on them.
I'm sorry?
The blue mouses with the roll ball on them, are you gradually changing over to using them?
The trackball?
Here's the roll ball.
Yeah, the trackball, yeah.
Everybody's going to eventually be using them?
No.
That one works, right?
This will work fine.
Trackball is a little bit beginner.
I like it.
I'll give it to you, sir. You have a pen, Miss Young? That's the spirit. Alrighty, so when she's done, that'll be done.
Okay. All right, so I'm just going to talk about a couple of things right up front, and then I'll go into what we're going to be doing. But as you brought up about, Diane said, about being on time. And Diane, did you know it's not about being on time? It's about being early.
Yes, I remember you said
Got it. Okay. So, that's the same thing on a job, okay? Because what happens when you go onto your job? In the morning when you come in, usually what are you going to do? You might want to go to the restroom. You might have something that you brought with you to eat. You may need to just resituate your desk or whatever. So that means you have to be there before, that when you're really, it's kind of a contract time, because when you agree with the employer and they say, here's your shift, here are your working hours, it's basically you've entered a contract. So that means you have to be ready to start working if your hours are 8 to 4, whatever that may be. You have to be ready to start at 8, not coming in at 8 or thereafter and then going to the restroom and eating something. Your work hours, what you're being paid for, is between 8 and 4. So therefore, and we're here, we mimic the workplace. So therefore, we have to prep you and help you readjust and adapt to going back out into the workforce. Now, what happens here in the classes is that we need to start right at the time the class, we say 9:30. And we're going to be beginning and talking about concepts, asking questions, doing review work. And again, if you're still unclear about something or whatever, and to build constantly, you need to be here for that period of time. So I want to remind everybody about that. The other thing is I'd like to ask for 2 volunteers who would, 5 minutes before class ends, if you would get the, disinfectant wipes, or just maybe one. Janet, okay, would you do that? 5 minutes before it ends, the class ends, and make sure everybody gets the disinfectant wipes. I'm also going to suggest, too, that even when you come into the class, okay, that, if you want a disinfectant wipe even at that point, please let us know. We'll point you, to where they are, okay? Robin, what's happening?
I need one now. No, just, you have a lot of stuff in there. It's okay. Y'all need to just stop them from eating egg, period, altogether.
Okay. Can we have disinfectant wipes? They are right here on this bookshelf. Does anybody else want one?
Did anybody volunteer yet?
Yes, Janet volunteered, so she's going to do that. She'll hand these out, okay?
No, I'm okay.
And Janet, it looks like they're
Either
kept
after
right
one
here. I'm sorry?
After class?
No, this will be 5 minutes before class ends.
You didn't want one for after class?
Yes. No, right. When the class ends, 5 minutes before the class ends. However, what I'm saying is if for some reason or other you would like one when you first walk in as well, if for one, you notice that it maybe wasn't really cleaned properly, please ask. They're right here on this bookshelf. You can help yourself to those. The other thing that I'm going to ask everybody to please remember is we do have a lot of new students coming in who have low vision, or vision impairment where they, they are blind.
I need to,
So please,
I need to go to the eye doctor too.
we need to make sure that, our traffic patterns are clear. Okay, so please make sure chairs are pushed in. Even if you're walking around and you see that another chair hasn't been pushed in, please make sure that you see that. And if there's something that's in the way that you notice or some kind of obstacle, please let us know. All right? Okay, as courtesy to others. All right?
Is the school full today?
I'm sorry.
Is school full today?
Is school full today? Well, I sure hope it is. This is the first day of the fall semester starting back, so new classes start today and this afternoon, and then tomorrow other classes start. So the Tuesday and Wednesday, first 2 days for everyone to return to classes.
But Tuesday and Thursday wouldn't necessarily be a light day because Monday, 2 days is 2 days.
Yeah. So, but actually, as you can see, we have 3 seats here that have not been, where there's 3 students missing. So there are 3 more students who should be in the class. Okay. So I talked about the disinfectant. I talked about making sure about traffic jams. Okay, making sure that we have these chairs under the desk. Okay, and again, if you see any other obstacles, please let us know. We need to make sure we take care of that. Okay. Now, my question to you is, how many of you have any of you ever worked with Excel in the past?
I have briefly.
A little bit?
I know that you can have various cells and you can make it any size and make graphs and charts.
Correct.
I've done it.
Okay, so you kind of played with it a little bit. Okay. What is it that you know about Excel? Okay, Janet?
That you can make spreadsheets.
Okay, and what, does anybody know? Can you define what a spreadsheet is?
I'm guessing
I know you're guessing, I'm just,
that it's a sheet of information coordinated for time and slots.
Okay, that's very good. A spreadsheet is something that contains a lot of information. Okay, and basically what it does, excuse me, the spreadsheet contains a lot of data that you can put in a certain order, and you can track all this information very easily. You can enter formulas and it'll automatically count numbers, okay? You can take all that information and turn it into a chart or a graphic, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so it is an excellent, excellent program. Once you learn how to use it, you'll probably find yourself always wanting to use it in the future. Okay? Here's what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is start out with a little skills review. It's important that we understand all the very basics and have them down concrete before we move into Excel. All right? So I'm going to hand out this little skills review. Answer the questions that you can. What we're going to do is when I take them back, I am going to ask the questions in this way and then review these as well later on. But I need to know, both Charlie and I need to know where the class is at this point so that we know if there are still some things we have to address before we move on.
How you doing? Good morning.
So, okay. So, is that understood, everybody? So, that's a good way for us to kick off this class, all right? Okay. So, we have somebody who just walked in. And your name, please?
Dominique,
She's a
I'm Miss
assistant.
Carol E.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Distributor.
Yes. There you go. Have your name on there and date already.
Luciana, you're off to the races. Let's grab Miss Brown's.
These
Oh, it's
papers are
absolutely gonna be fun. What sort of
individualized.
attitude is that?
Oh,
It's absolutely gonna be fun. What sort of attitude is that?
Charlie, can I just have one of
Won't
the,
be fine if you don't give me a test.
That would be the clever thing to do. You need an extra?
Yeah.
Sure. There you go.
no, this has Latonia's name on it.
Right, but she's not here at the moment.
Right, I need a blank one.
Oh, there's blank ones in the back of this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here you go. Never mind, my bad. Alder.
Here it is, I got it. Got it, Charlie.
Robbins?
Yeah, Robin.
Actually, I'll take that. My mistake. This is,
Is there any way we could start the,
recording?
yeah, because they're taking this.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need to look at us no matter how phenomenal it gets.